He walked, and he walked toward me, and I said, "Oh my God!" And he came and he hugged me, patted me on my cheek. He said, "You're wonderful." And when he met me, he said, "You talk about me every day. That's the best thing you do."
He's a very smart guy.
Any publicity is good publicity. He said that. And he said, "Yes, sab baklol hai. Tum sahi hai."
In fact, you were mentioning something about Atal Bihari Vajpayee Saab coming to you once.
Yes. I mean, those were the days, and not so long ago, when I was doing more than Shekhar. And people used to wonder that time when I had begun. He says, "You think Shekhar, this kind of show would be allowed?" And then you're talking so openly. And I said, "I'm just being very democratic about it. I mean, I'm just voicing. You think about me as a person or a people's representative, and I'm just talking." What's going on in your mind, I'm just representing that. I mean, so many times when I did say a thing, people said, I mean, I was thinking like that. I wish I had said that, something like that. But there was never any complaint. There was never any allegation. There was never any problem that was created by anyone. Everybody took it with a pinch of salt and a sense of humor, because they also realized that I didn't have an agenda. And nobody has an agenda. And I remember that I had gone to, and I was speaking a lot about the PM. And everybody used to say, "You'll get into some sort of problem one day." And I said, if I know him, he's a great statesman, he's a poet. I can read the person. This would never happen. And I had gone to attend a big industrialist son's marriage, and I found out that Mr. Vajpayee had come there. Vajpayee ji wahan par aaye hue the, and I expressed my desire to meet him. But by the time I reached the venue, he had already sat in the car, and the car had moved. The whole platoon and the cavalcade started moving. I stood next to Chhagan Bhujbal ji, who was standing there, and I thought that while he would be moving on, he would look at Chhagan ji to say his final goodbye, and I would stand there and I will say my pranam or namaste, whatever. And it happened exactly like that. And the car came close to Chhagan Bhujbal ji, and suddenly the car stopped, and there was a pandemonium. I mean, you have to believe, this is too good to be true, and this is an absolutely unbelievable thing that happened. And everybody was like, ran helter-skelter to find out why the PM had stopped the car. The door of the car opens, the PM steps out, he had knee problem. And I was standing about 15 feet away, and I thought probably he wanted to come and shake hands with Mr. Bhujbal, or for any other reason that he had gotten out. Least of all what happened later. And he walked, and he walked toward me, and I said, "Oh my God!" And he came and he hugged me, patted me on my cheek. He said, "You're wonderful. You're one of the finest talents the country has seen." And I was amazed at what he said. He said, "Whenever you take off on me, you have a joke on me or anything, I laugh the loudest. And I record your show every day, and I watch it." That was the Prime Minister.
Absolutely.
I don't know what happened and what went wrong, but I don't think that I probably will be able to do something similar today. People ask me questions, why aren't you doing more than Shekhar? And probably they should know the answer. I don't need to tell them.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think the best part was that it was, apart from the humor part of it, there was a telling comment that you were making.
Yes.
There was satire. Yes. There was undercurrent.
Was satire. There was an undercurrent.
There was undercurrent.
There was an attempt to shake up people and shake up the system and tell them something. That it's enough. You need to do something about this.
Absolutely.
Always. So it was not just humor and satire. There was something beyond that as well.
100%. There was even like you spoke about the Chara and the Laluji and everything. But I think Laluji was very fond of you.
Yes. And you would be fond of me if I was talking about you for 7 days a week. I mean, everybody said he will probably take umbrage to what you are saying. And when he met me, he said, you talk about me every day. That's the best thing you do.
He's a very smart guy. He's a very smart guy. He's a really.
He was amazing. He said, any publicity is good publicity. He said that. And he said, yes, sab baklol hai. Tum sahi hai.